MB9, one of the good things about Hawaii.
Dick Van Dyke Diagnosis Murder season premiere at its new time, CBS tonight.
Howdy, stranger. What's up?
I'm working, Rose.
I can see that.
What do you want?
I come bearing gifts. Gifts.
You really shouldn't have bothered.
Major, just a thank you.
For what?
For dropping the charges against me. That was real sweet of you.
Actually, I did that for my kids. So that they could put this whole mess behind them. No more embarrassing publicity.
You know, I want that too. I want that too. I want to put everything behind me and put my life back on track.
Oh, so you're gonna go back to Atlantic City? That's a very smart
did
move.
I say Atlantic City? No, no, no.
Well, I just assume, since you said you were gonna put your life back on track, you were going home to your career?
Career? What? Shaking my coconuts for peanuts? Nah, I'm better than that. I came to this town a showgirl from a poor family, and I realized that I have a lot more to offer than that. Made you happy, didn't I? Besides, my family's loaded. This is where I belong. This is where I'm gonna stay.
It's so good to see you. I wish you were alone so I could tell you how much I missed you.
I missed you too.
When you called, I wanted to set off fireworks. I can't tell you how hard it was to wait for that call.
I couldn't tell. You seemed very, very distant.
Ah, yeah, I wasn't alone. Holden was standing right there next to me.
Why?
The garage sent me out on a call to fix a truck. I had no idea it was Holden's mother's farm, let alone Holden was staying there.
I'm sorry. That must have been very awkward.
It's fine. Just let's talk about why you're here. Have you thought about us, reached a decision about our future?
I've given it so much thought. And I realize what I have to do.
Sleep okay?
Not really. I kept waking up because I kept thinking that I was hearing the phone ring. I can't get that voice out of my head, Jake. This is for you, little kitten. And then that horrible song. I wish so bad you could hear that song. I wish anybody could hear that song besides me.
Me too.
What happened, Jake? What happened with Hal's high-tech police thing? Why didn't it record what I heard? You know, now he probably thinks that I'm making the whole thing up. For all I know, you think I'm making it up.
That's not true.
Well, you shouldn't. You have no reason to believe me, Jake. There's no logical explanation here.
Well, you know what? There's got to be an explanation. Until we figure out what it is, I want you out of this place.
You really think I'm in danger, don't you?
I don't know. But I care way too much to take any chances.
Excuse me, Mrs. Walsh.
Oh, Matt.
I know how you hate being disturbed during your morning coffee, but there's a gentleman here to see you from the United States government.
Do I know him? Because if I don't know him, just get his card and tell him my accounting firm will get in touch.
I tried that, but he insists on seeing you himself. And somehow I don't get the impression he's a tax collector.
Ha-ha. Well, then who is he?
Captain Rudolph Schilling, Transportation Safety Board.
Oh. Thank you, Matthew.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, how do you do?
How do you do?
What can I do for you?
I just need a few moments of your time to discuss the disappearance of a private jet that was registered to you. It went down over Lake Michigan in November of 1999.
Yes, it certainly did. It was horrible. The wife of a good friend of mine was on the plane. She went down with it. Victoria McKinnon. He's my editor-in-chief at the City Times. Can I give you a...
So far as you know, Mrs. McKinnon was the only passenger on the flight?
Yes. I mean, except for the pilot.
Jason Davis?
Yes. He was a lovely man, and I miss him. Why is the board revisiting the accident? Do you have some new information a development that I should know about?
As a matter of fact, there is. 2 days ago, a boat picked up one of your jet's cockpit voice recorders.
Black box. Wow. And does it have information about the crash?
Well, nothing specific about the crash, but it does shed some light on what occurred during the final moments of the flight. In cases like this, I prefer to let people close to the victims listen to a copy of the tape before any information is released publicly.
Is that customary? Fine. Play me the tape.
First, I must warn you. What you're about to hear might be very disturbing.
What could be disturbing? Just somebody you knew and liked, terrified, hurtling to his death?
Remarkably, he managed not to give in to the terror. What you'll hear is the voice of a pilot relaying a message to his widow and child.
Oh. Well, excuse me, but then shouldn't you be playing this tape for Mrs. Davis?
As the owner of the plane, you should hear it too. The pilot was in your employ at the time of the accident.
Yeah, he was more than just an employee. I liked him, and I knew. I met his wife, and I even met his daughter, adorable little girl.
I'm sure it was a difficult loss.
Difficult? It was horrible. Because it was my fault. Because it was my bright idea that Mrs. McKinnon should be flown in as a present to see her husband. I mean, if I could take that all back again, I would.
Well, then maybe listening to the tape will offer you some closure.
I don't need any closure. You know who needs the closure? It's Jake McKinnon. And maybe that would be good for him to listen to that, because that would bring that chapter of his life to an end. You know what? Captain Schilling, I will not listen to that tape. Not unless Jake McKinnon can listen to it with me.
I guess I could get a room at the Lakeview.
You could, but you won't. 'Cause you know what? You're gonna move into my place.
Move into your place? That's a really serious step, Jake.
Not if I move out.
Where would you go?
Stay here. Yeah, that way I can trace things, keep on top of stuff, because I think we're going to find out that this is some bored kid or some sick fan from your anchor days. Besides, security is much tighter at my place.
I really hate to put you out. But you know, I would do anything to get away from that voice, those phone calls. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is just some sick joke. But it scares me so much.
I'm going to find out who's behind this. And when I do, they're going to stop laughing.
It's a Saturday. Hey, you're flying away. Baking up some cinnamon. Feeling you'll be right back in. My heart to yours.
The 50-state quarter program is one of the most unique programs our country has ever seen.
I think it's one of the best things to happen to corners in decades.
If you want to collect them, the Mint has coin sets and maps to help you get started.
If we haven't gotten to your state yet, you can bet that it's coming.
Take a walk on the wild side. Get to Burlington Coat Factory today. Make tracks to the greatest looking leathers, or be a great pretender in the hottest pleathers. Either way, you're gonna love it. And when you see their incredibly low prices, you're gonna love it even more. So follow the call of the wild. Get to Burlington Coat Factory.
Really good, Mom.
Thank you very much.
Your father made it. You did?
You always knew Campbell's was good.
Yeah, I can cook.
You just didn't know how good.
Since when?
He's an amazing chef.
Now Campbell's goes from stovetop to tabletop in less than 20 minutes. Just brown some chicken, add Campbell's cream of mushroom, and a half a cup of water. Cover and simmer. And in no time, savor all the goodness you can only get with Campbell's.
So Dad cooks tomorrow?
Absolutely. Definitely.
Campbell's.
Old English presents Love and Wood. Cynthia just married David. Her furniture is modern. His is traditional. Will they discover Old English offers superior protection for all their wood pieces? Will they get a minivan? Tune in next time for Love and Wood by Old English.
The exciting thing about this ride isn't the 90-foot drop. It's the woman in the front seat. She's got asthma, but she's got help. Help control your asthma with Singulair. It's a single tablet daily that's not a steroid, and it's available for children 2 and older. Ask your doctor about adding once-a-day Singulair and help control your asthma. Singulair should not be used to treat acute asthma attacks. Continue taking your other asthma medicines unless your doctor tells you to stop or change the dose. If symptoms get worse, contact your doctor at once. Side effects are generally mild and vary by age and may include headache, flu, runny nose, and ear infection. For more information about Singulair, ask your doctor. Help control your asthma with Singulair.
Tonight, Martha Stewart takes another stab at The Late Show. Plus, director Spike Lee dates all new tonight. And October 19th, it's George W. Bush.
Ford and Firestone, massive recalls and problems tonight on the CBS Evening News.
I don't want to answer it, Jake.
All right, then don't answer. Let the machine pick it up and maybe it'll record something and we'll be in business.
Hey, we're not home right now, but you know what to do and when to do it.
Molly, pick up the phone. Pick it up. I must speak with Jake immediately. His secretary at the time said that he...
Look, Lucinda, I can't talk right now, okay?
Jake, I'm here with a Captain Schilling. He's from the National Transportation Safety Board. And he's here at the house to talk to me about the plane crash.
The crash, Vicky's?
I don't want to open old wounds.
Look, what did the guy... What did the man from the NTSB say?
One of the black boxes has been found. And Captain Schilling wanted to play me the tape of what was on that. But I insisted that even though I am the owner, I insisted that I did not want to hear it without you being present, if that's what you want, if it isn't too painful.
I'll be right over. I'm sorry, Molly, but I gotta take off for a little while.
What's going on?
The black box from Vicky's flight, they have it, and if I hurry over, I can hear it.
I'm gonna go with you.
Molly, look, I know that you're worried about the calls and everything, so why don't you get some clothes on and I'll drop you someplace safe, okay?
The heck with me, Jake. This is not about me. I am totally sick of me. I want to do this for you.
You don't have to.
I want to. You've been so wonderful to me, this whole phone call thing, and about a million other Molly Conlon disasters. So please let me be strong for you, for once.
You know, I prayed for this for so long. I mean, find out about Vicky, how it ended, but now that... I guess I could use one of these.
There's really no point in you staying here because Lily will never accept you as her sister. So, why stick around?
What? I'm supposed to pack it in because Lily's got a chip on her shoulder the size of the diamond that she stole from me? And you know, she owes me. She owes me big time.
That's what this is all about, isn't it? Cashing in. That's what it's always been about for you.
No. More important things in my life than money. People that I care about. Friends. Friends that I've made. Here.
The only friends you made because people thought that you were Lily. But that is all over now because it was a big sham. We all know that.
No. Not if I stick around and let people see the real me.
You really are something, aren't you? Just jumping from one fantasy to another.
Not fantasies, Holden. Challenges. I love challenges. And I'm looking at the biggest one of all right here.
What is it exactly that you want from me?
You can open my present. Start
No,
with that.
thank you.
That's fine. You turn your back on me, all the fun that we had. And I'm not just talking about that kind of fun. I apologize. I let things go a little too far in the intimacy department. Can we just put that aside if we can? For a moment and think about all the fun, the other fun that we had, talking and laughing at stupid things. We can do all that stuff again now as friends.
call me picky, but I like my friends to tell the truth every once in a while, Rose.
I deserve that. You're absolutely right. Come on, take your shots.
Well, then why are you still here?
I figured you might like some company. I'm sure Lily's not coming around here, seeing you at the farm too much, with her hands so full with Simon and all.
You know, I don't want to discuss that with you.
I don't blame you for that. I'll tell you somebody else who doesn't like that Simon is Ms. Walsh. Not very happy that he's sticking around, wanting to play another round of Survivor with Lily.
What are you talking about? How does Lucina know that Simon's still around?
Lily told her. Why do you care?
I don't. I just thought that Lily was keeping it low profile, so she figured out what she was going to do.
Sounds like Lily's making some major league decisions right now about her future. And yours. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, even before I open my eyes, I forget that we're not on our island anymore, and I imagine you bringing me berries and us sitting on the beach having breakfast and trying to figure out how to get through another day.
Who would have guessed that those would become the good old days?
And I don't know when it happened or how, but at some point we became one person. Nothing mattered, unless it mattered to both of us, to us. Every decision was about us, not you or me.
That was the only way that we would have survived.
And we have. And now that island seems a million miles away, and you're still a part of me. And I feel that I've been cruel, and I abused your kindness and your friendship.
So you're saying goodbye?
I never meant to hurt you, Simon.
Hurt me? How can I be hurt when the woman I love has just told me that I'm a part of her?
I meant it. I meant every word.
I know, and I know something else about you now, too. Something that I have suspected for a long time. Lily, no matter what decision that you make about our future, I know that you love me, too. As much as I love you.
When your headache's only partly relieved by the leading brand, you're in the meeting, but your head isn't. Next time, take Excedrin and you'll feel completely better, because Excedrin is the only leading brand with 2 proven pain relievers plus an enhancing ingredient to relieve headaches even the leading brand can't. So you'll feel completely better, because your headache is completely gone.
And for pain with sleeplessness, choose Excedrin PM, the nighttime headache medicine.
Sub-Zero flavor inside, delicious cold minty shell outside. The gum that puts your breath on ice for a long time. Dentine Ice. Nothing's colder than ice.
Honey, it's time. Did you call my mother?
I can't find the keys. Keys. Where would I be? If I were keys, where would I be?
I'm not feeling so good.
Breathe, honey, breathe.
I'm gonna rock you over, take you home with me.
It's all inside. Share your beautiful blessings. JCPenney.
The people who inspired Post-Select cereals are dedicated and passionate.
How can you go wrong with a cereal that tastes like your banana nut bread?
Oh! Not to mention I'm biased. Banana Nut Crunch. It's one of the Post-Selects.
Was it because I'm getting older? All those antacid tablets I was taking. I wanted to take a liquid for this heartburn, but I just couldn't get past the taste. It was so frustrating. But my doctor knew the answer. My doctor said Mylanta. The Mylanta Supreme I found so soothing and smooth, with none of the chalkiness and grit, but it's strong relief. Mylanta Supreme soothes away my heartburn. I love feeling this sensation. My doctor said Mylanta.
Our eyes have their own moisturizers, natural tears.
So we took essential ingredients found in natural tears, added more moisturizers than any leading eye drop, and put them in Visine Tears. Visine Tears replenishes our eyes' natural moisture, bringing soothing relief to dry, scratchy eyes. Visine Tears, it gets the dry out. And now there's Visine for contacts. It re-wets lenses and refreshes your eyes.
There are all kinds of love, Simon, and what we've shared is special and unique. But then I came home and I realized that the life that I had, the life that I fought so hard for, my husband and my children, I can't walk away from them now.
That's not what you said when you asked me to stay.
I know, and I was torn and I was confused. But then I went to David Stenbeck's funeral, and there he was, just laying there with a smug look on his face, even in death. And I realized everything that Holden and I have overcome, all the obstacles in our life. And I made a vow to him, to love him through good times and bad. And I cannot break that vow, not after everything that we've been through.
No one ever intends to break their marriage vows, okay? But it just happens. Lily, we fell in love on that island.
That was after I convinced myself that I was never going to come home, that I would never see my husband or my children again.
But we did. We did make it home. We came home and you were still torn.
I know. I expected to come home to people who would hug me and kiss me and have tears in their eyes because they missed me so much, but nobody missed me. Thanks to Rose. And I didn't know if I could go back to my life. I didn't know if I could return to the life that I had before.
Of course you can't. You can't. Lily, you changed on that island, all right? You cannot go back to the way you were.
I realize that now. I also realize that what I have with my husband and my children is very precious. And if I'm stronger now, then I have to use that strength to hold on to the life that I have been blessed with.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
You understand?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that you have thought about this rationally and logically. But you know what? That is the old Lily talking. The woman that you were before we discovered there was a fire inside of you.
It wasn't real. It was another time and place.
It wasn't real? What could be more real than looking death in the face every day? You did that, Lily. You faced danger head on and you never gave in. Just like you wouldn't give in to your feelings for me until you couldn't stand it anymore, and then you let it happen. You let that passion come through. And you were a different person. You learned how to live and love in a way that you never have before. Lily, that was the woman that I fell in love with. And I won't let her go.
What Lily does is her business.
Exactly. She has every right to keep her options open, as do you. Which means you can do whatever you want with whoever you want. You can be friends with whoever you want to. Hint, hint.
Oh, I thought I'd surprise you with... Well, my goodness. Talk about surprises.
Hi, Emma.
Good morning, Rose.
Isn't that amazing now? Everybody knows the difference between Lily and me. Huh?
Could be your wardrobe, your perfume. Yeah.
Well, this is me. Colorful on the inside and the outside.
Yeah. Well, what brings you here?
I came to give Holden a gift, which he won't take. And one for you, too, a thank you gift. Just to thank you for everything, how nice you were to me, even though you didn't know it was me. It's something small.
It doesn't look small to me. My goodness. Look at this. Well. Oh, that's really lovely. What is it?
It's for macaroni.
Oh!
Look, see that little smiley face? Isn't that cute? And you can strain the pasta. That's what it's for. You know, we made pasta.
Yeah, we did.
You remember that?
Yeah, how could I forget? It was Lily turning into Sophia Loren.
That's me. Jersey's answer to Sophia Loren.
Oh, this is very, very nice. I appreciate it. Thank you. Very thoughtful.
It's just that I miss my mom, Mrs. D'Angelo. so much. And being in your kitchen with the smells of the garlic and the oregano and the stirring of the sauce, I could practically see my ma there stirring up the zuppa with all the leftovers from the kitchen. And I know I'm just pretending to be Lily back then, but the laughing, the experiences there in your kitchen, it was like my home. It brought me back a little bit, and thank you. I'll never forget that. Thank you very much.
I don't think I'll ever forget you either, Rose.
You better not, because we're family now, right? Because you're Iva's ma, so...
Yes, I adopted Iva when she was a baby.
I know everything, I know. And if you're her ma, and that makes you my nonna.
Nonna?
Nonna. Italian, for granny. Oh. But you're too young to be you look too young to be my grandma. I wish that we could... I wish a lot of things.
Well, I've never been anyone's nonna before. It sounds kind of interesting. But I think I'd prefer you call me Emma.
Okay, how about Nonna Emma?
You guys really think that we could maybe, take this family reunion somewhere else? Some of us have work to do.
Yes, I've given Holden a long list of chores to do today.
Why not help you out? Until I figure out what I want to do. What I have to do.
Well, I don't know.
You don't have to pay me. Think of it as me paying you back for all the trouble that I caused you. Free. Who could turn down an offer like that?
I can. There's no way you're staying here, Rose. Not if I have any say.
From what we can now ascertain, there was an explosion in the number 2 engine of the plane. It happened very suddenly, and there was no warning.
Well, please tell me that everyone died instantly and that no one had to suffer.
Unfortunately, the recording indicates otherwise. It's clear that the pilot, Jason Davis, managed to keep the plane airborne for a short while after the explosion.
So you have the pilot's voice on tape after the engine blew?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So there was fear and panic.
People handle these moments in different ways. In this case, the pilot chose to spend the last few seconds of his life recording a message for a loved one. That's what was recorded by the black box. The contents won't mean anything to you, but the length of the recording will give you a sense of what it was like on board the aircraft during the final moments before the plane hit the water.
Please tell me I am not about to hear my wife screaming for her life.
Actually, Mrs. McKinnon's voice can't be heard at all. Still, if you'd rather not hear it...
No, I would. Would you guys, would you mind, the first time I listened to this, I listened to it alone?
Of course not. You can do this, Jake. I wish you didn't have to, but you can.
Always remember, Daddy loves you so much.
Oh my God. Do you hear that? You do. You hear that?
Yes.
What's the matter? It's coming from in there. It's on that tape.
To give your food some real taste, put your finger on Garlic Pam. All the convenience of cooking with Pam, combined with the flavor of savory garlic. Garlic Pam really cooks.
See how beautiful 60 can look? See how invisible osteoporosis can be? If you're over 60, there's a nearly 1 in 2 chance you have it. So ask your doctor about a bone density test and treatments that can help.
They're not your clothes. They're where you live. And sometimes life leaves odors there. The good news is you can clean those odors away with new Febreze Clean Wash. Use it with your usual detergent, and in one wash, odors are gone. After all, they're more than just clothes. Make them more than just clean with new Febreze Clean Wash. The cleaner clean for where you live.
Every day brings something more.
sense of wonder and discovery in your family. And with Creamy Jif, you'll find the peanuttiest taste of any leading creamy brand.
Hello, I'm Mark-John Jeffries, and I'm here to talk with you about People PC. What is People PC, you ask? It's simple. 1, a new brand name PC replaced every 3 years. 2, unlimited internet. 3, fails, they come to you. 4, great deals on stuff you like from places you know. All for as little as $24.95 a month. That's it.
No, that's not all of it. Call People PC now and you get a choice. A powerful desktop like this IBM PC for as little as $24.95 a month for 36 months. Or a fully loaded IBM ThinkPad for as little as $49.95 a month for 36 months. And who but People PC offers all this at no extra cost? 3 years of internet access, 3 years of in-home service on all our desktops, and People PC member deals.
America, now you have a choice.
Desktop or laptop. Call People PC today at 1-800-PEOPLE-PC.
Do the perfect murder.
Where will this Black Widow strike next? Diagnosis Murder. It's a killer season premiere.
Sounds like fun.
Diagnosis Murder, CBS tonight.
Last week, the season premiere of Touched by an Angel got preempted, but this Sunday, it's back and worth the wait.
You are going to get a second chance.
Richard Chamberlain guests Touched by an Angel. Then, Jenny's having dreams of a mysterious past.
How can you remember my mother's life as though you were there?
Jane Seymour stars Yesterday's Children after the season premiere of Angel, CBS Sunday.
Whether you're at home conquering the world, venturing out into it, or just taking a break from it, there's a whole new way to stay connected to it. Now, when Verizon local customers sign up for select digital wireless plans, they can get 150 hours of free internet access at home every month, plus free mobile web access through Memorial Day 2001. Just call 1-800-501-4802 today and get it all free. Now, thanks to a new kind of company called Verizon, you can harness the internet from wherever and whenever you choose. Verizon local customers call 1-800-501-4802 today and get 150 hours of free internet access at home, plus free mobile web access through Memorial Day 2001. Want the internet free and on your terms? Consider it done.
Turn your house into a home with quality furniture at great savings from Homeworld during the October Great Buy sale. This stylish Capri 100% Italian leather chaise, a great buy at $9.49. This casual 5-piece Lago dining set, a great buy at $5.99. And this Raleigh sofa, another great buy at $6.99. Look for Homeworld Great Buys store-wide to transform every room in your home. 6-month no interest, no payment financing too. The Great Buy sale at Homeworld. It's happening now.
Good afternoon, I'm Angela Keene. More details are coming out of the fatal car crash involving an off-duty police officer. HPD says the officer did receive preferential treatment. All the latest tonight.
The District, Saturdays on CBS. It's all here.
Jake, that's it. That's the voice, the one that I've been hearing.
What are you talking about?
I've been getting some really bizarre phone calls for the last couple of days. I'm the only one that can hear it. Nobody else. The cops couldn't even get it on tape.
What kind of phone call?
That voice, that song that has been playing, the one on the
Heard
tape.
this recording before. That's impossible.
No, it's not. It's absolutely true. Jake, you heard me. I said that he called someone kitten and he's saying beautiful dreamer just like on that tape. Jake, tell them what I told you.
All right, who else had access to that recording? No one. You're sure about that?
That tape was on the bottom of Lake Michigan for almost a year. When it was recovered, it was transferred under tight security and locked in a vault.
Tape was taken from the original. Maybe that's where the tape leaked in the first place.
I supervised the entire duplication process myself. I can assure you there's no foul play involved.
Listen, I'm not saying that there is. All I'm saying is that somebody has been calling Molly and leaving that recording.
Well, I can't explain that. All I know is that that's the only copy of the tape. I brought it here directly from Washington to play it for Mrs. Walsh. Even the pilot's family hasn't heard it yet. I don't know what it is you've been hearing, but it could not have been this recording.
It is. Exactly. Every word, every inflection, exactly the same.
It's back up here for a minute, okay? This song, this message, does anyone know what it's all about?
Well, we can't be sure. The pilot was very close to his child, called her Kitten. The song had deep significance for the child, and presumably he left
Jake,
it.
that doesn't explain why his message to his daughter ended up on my machine.
I don't have any answers.
And unfortunately, this was supposed to give you some answers, this whole experience, Jake.
All I got to hear everything I didn't want to, that she knew what was going down and that it was over.
Are you going to be all right?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to sit in. It may not have been what I wanted to hear, but at least I know the truth now. I think we should be going.
Jake, I am so sorry. We came here for you, so you could get some answers about Vicky, and here we ended up back on these stupid phone calls again, but I swear to you, I swear, that's the voice that I've been hearing, the one I heard at Al's, the one I heard at your apartment, the one I heard at my apartment. That's it. You've got to believe me.
I do believe you.
Okay. All right. So what are we going to do?
I'm going to find out whoever's playing that tape, and I'm going to stop them. You can have my word on it.
Fine. I'll get out of your hair as soon as you open my gift. Then I'll leave. Please. It's nothing much, but it'll come in handy. No pun intended.
Oh, well, look at that. Work gloves. Yeah, how nice.
It's just that you've been working behind the desk for such a long time. Your hands are probably not used to the great outdoors yet. That'll keep you from getting calluses.
Thank you, Rose.
Okay, I'm gone. Holden, if you need me for anything, I'm at Lucinda's, a.k.a. the Lap of Luxury. Very nice.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Bye-bye. Well, I'm sure you're not too thrilled about her staying here.
You know what, Mama? It bothered me at first, but she is the least of my problems. Rose really hit the nail on the head, though, I have to tell you that. She asked me if I was lonely. Of course, I didn't admit it to her. The fact of the matter is, loneliness doesn't even scratch the surface.
Yeah, you really must miss Lily, the family.
Yeah, I miss Lily. I miss my kids. Miss my whole wonderful, perfect life. Guess it's like that old song goes, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Lily, she made her choice, and it wasn't me.
Holden. She told you that?
No, not directly, but you were here when she called Simon.
She made a call. That's
Yeah,
so
but
what?
I didn't even know that she was back. The first call she made was to Simon. She must have made a date with him. She was probably going to tell him that she made her decision.
Why in the world are you assuming that she's chosen him over you?
I'm just trying to be honest with myself, Mama. Ever since Lily got back, we have not been able to find that place where we were before she left.
Sweetheart, after all the two of you have been through, now, you have got to believe that there's still hope.
No, I can't live on hope anymore. I feel like I need to do something to get my wife back, but what I want to do just seems like it would be the wrong move.
Like what?
I want to go find out where they are and pull Simon out and tell him that he needs to pack it up and get out of town.
I think that only works in Western, sweetheart.
Well, what's my other option? Get on my hands and knees and beg Lily to come back? I don't think that would work either.
Well, I know something that would work. But it might be a very difficult thing for a man like you to do.
Well, tell me what it is. I'll just about do anything at this point.
That's just it. You just about do anything, but my advice to you is do nothing. I mean, don't fight, don't beg. Just wait. And trust and believe in what you and Lily had and what you can have again. You know, sweetheart, eventually this whole romanticized notion of what she had, that memory of what she had there on that island with Simon, it's going to fade away. And she's going to realize what she had with you. And, you know, it's so much more deeper than anything she could possibly have with Simon.
You know, I really want to believe what you say, Mama. Time will heal all wounds, but, I can't live like this anymore. It just hurts too much.
Well, sweetheart, do what you have to do. Just trust yourself. I trust you.
Can't believe I'm saying this. Lily, I'm gonna have to give you up.
What have you grabbed with your Pledge Grab It?
I'm afraid to look. Dust and hairs and fuzz. Did you even get the pretzel? Just keeps picking it up.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Picked up quite a bit of dust and dog hair.
It grabbed it all. A dead moth or something like that.
Gross. Maybe even some toothpaste.
I mean, I see crumbs in here. Oh, see, here's a dog treat.
It grabs the dust. It does. Grab it!
S.C. Johnson, a family company.
All moved in.
What's for lunch?
Chicken star soup.
Condensed soup? I used to eat that too, and then I got out of the high chair.
You're an adult now. There's a better tasting soup. Progresso Chicken Noodle. It has tender pieces of all-white meat chicken and bigger slices of hearty vegetables with just the right seasonings. See the difference?
Wow. This is better.
Now, if you could just eat without the bib.
It's time to go to the better taste of Progresso.
For 3 days, Sears is offering 0% financing on all appliances, electronics, and computers over $399. So hurry in or click onto Sears.com. You've got 3 days to get 0% financing, or all you'll get is zero.
Finally, this cold season, for all you stuffy nose snifflers, for all you scratchy sore throat sufferers, here's a great new way to break up your cold. Introducing 2 new flavors from Alka-Seltzer Plus, Orange Zest and Cherry Burst. The only cold medicine with effervescent power to quickly break up your worst cold symptoms. So you can get on with life. Alka-Seltzer Plus, Orange Zest, and Cherry Burst. 2 great new ways to break up your cold.
Eclipse Gum. Now in polar ice. To kill the toughest taste. For good.
More garlic bread? Oh.
I got a taste for cookies.
Break, break, break. Break and bake. Toll House cookies.
Like magic, Square is baking around Nestle Toll House cookies.
Break and bake. Toll House cookies.
Available in brownies, too.
CBS Friday. Falsely accused of murdering his own wife, Dr. Richard Kimball will come face to face with her real killer.
I died. You died.
An all-new episode of The Fugitive. Then, in Crime Scene Investigation, it's not just about finding clues and tracking down killers.
I'm sorry.
It's about putting lives back together.
I was up on that roof. I didn't push him off.
I believe you. An all-new CSI after an all-new Nash Bridges. 3 great dramas, 1 great night. CBS Friday.
You think I totally lost it, don't you?
Well, I promised you I'd find out who's behind those calls, and I always keep my promise.
You shouldn't be thinking about me right now.
I have to tell you, I'd rather think about you than what was on that tape.
Oh. I can't even imagine what that must have been like to hear that.
You know, it wasn't so much what was said, it was just how much time you had to say goodbye, and I realized that Vicky had the same amount of time, and I can't get that image out of my mind of her strapped in that seat with no one to turn to and what she must have been thinking.
She was probably focused on you and the boys.
She must have been so alone. You know, Vicky and I, we shared everything. I mean, I knew every single thought. And then there, in that last moment when she needed me the most, I have no idea what she was feeling, and I never will.
Maybe that's not true, Jake, and maybe you can. No.
What are you talking about?
This is gonna sound totally out there, okay? Just humor me for a second. And what if... Let me finish before you say anything, okay? But what if in some supernatural, spiritual way, a way that neither one of us understands, that Vicky's behind the phone calls?
What?
I'm just putting it out there on the table just as a possibility that maybe Vicky made those phone calls happen as a way to send a message.
Do you know there's a lot of freaky stuff that happened to us today? So let's try to keep the topic of our conversation like in the boundaries of reality.
I am the ultimate realist, Jake, but just... All right, think about the stuff that's been happening, all right? Donna smelling that popcorn, Vicky's favorite kind, and the snow globe crashing off the mantle.
Donna is crazy with loneliness. Stuff falls all the time. It doesn't necessarily mean that someone pushed them.
Something made that snow globe fall off that mantle, just like someone made those phone calls. Maybe Vicky's trying to reach out to the people closest to you. I mean, it makes sense, Jake.
It doesn't make any sense at all. What are you're trying to connect a bunch of weird coincidences.
All right. Was it a coincidence that the first time we make love, I just happened to find Vicky's hair clip, one that you hadn't seen for ages?
That could have come from anywhere.
Yes, logically, yes. But let's just throw logic out the door for 1 second, and let's just admit that there's a possibility, a very little possibility, but a possibility that Vicky may be out there, trying to reach you.
Look, maybe you can ignore what happened that night on the island before Holden showed up. But Lily, I will never forget a moment of it.
Please don't make this harder than it is.
Because you know it's true. No matter how much you may need your family, you can't stop... Look at me. You can't stop yourself from wanting me. And God knows I will never stop wanting you.
I never stop caring about you. I never will.
Then give us a chance. Don't walk away from this now.
I made a vow. I made a vow to Holden, to love him. Even through the toughest times. What kind of person am I if I break that vow? You know, it'll be easier when we're apart. And it will be.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to accept that it's over.
Yeah, it may be. I imagine it would be easier to fool ourselves like that, Lily. And that's why I'm not going anywhere.
What?
I've decided to stay in Oakdale.
I thought it, once I made
Yeah,
my decision,
I know what I said. But while you were deciding, I had countless hours to imagine the life that we could have together. To dream about the incredible future that we would share. And there is no way that I'm going to walk away without a fight.
Haven't you heard a word I've said?
Yep. Yes, I have. I have heard every single word. But I'm sorry, Lily. I think you are trying to convince yourself of something that you don't believe. And that is why it would be stupid for me to go.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that it's come to this.
You're only doing what you feel that you have to. I understand that. But so am I. And that is why I cannot say goodbye to you, Lily. Not now. Perhaps not ever.
In this country, people have certain inalienable rights. The right to customize technology at a fair price. The right to learn how to do amazing things with it. The right to a computer that's up to date. To technical support anywhere, anytime. To try out everything and buy nothing. So may it ever be. In Gateway Country, people rule. Call 1-800-GATEWAY.
Wear contacts? New Visine for Contacts does more than re-wet your lenses. It really, really refreshes your eyes. New Visine for Contacts gets the dry out when contacts are in.
Sunday, my folks come by, a special time, so that's why I'm baking up these crescents. They're the heart of the meal. My heart to yours.
There is a rhythm to life. We sleep at night and wake in the morning. It's this sleep cycle that helps keep us in a healthy balance. But for millions of Americans, sleep doesn't always come easy. Fortunately, there's Ambien. Ambien is a prescription sleep aid that can help you get a full night's sleep. With Ambien, you fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and generally wake without feeling groggy the next morning. No wonder Ambien is the #1 prescribed sleep aid in America. Until you know how Ambien will affect you, you shouldn't drive or operate machinery. Side effects may include drowsiness, dizziness, and diarrhea. You shouldn't take it with alcohol. Patients who abuse prescription sleep aids may become dependent. Prescription sleep aids are most often taken for 7 to 10 days as needed. Your doctor will advise you about taking them longer. Take Ambien only when you can devote a full night to sleep and wake up rested and ready to start your day. Talk to your doctor about Ambien. Ambien works like a dream.
Is this your first time seeing her live? I bet she's not as tall as she looks on TV.
There she is. It's the big Barbie event at Toys R Us with great deals on everything Barbie. Like Magical Mermaids Barbie and Chrissy, now only $21.99. And best of all, she's coming soon to a store near you. Only at Toys R Us, the one place that's all for them.
A loving mother and daughter simply vanish.
All points bulletins are out.
Police learn Vicki Robinson has been murdered. 2 teenage boys are captured. And Vicki's daughter is with them. Is she a victim or an accomplice to murder?
I wish with all my heart she was alive.
48 hours at a new time tonight.
Don't you think it's just a possibility that maybe Vicky's trying to tell us something, that maybe she's not happy about being replaced?
Do you listen to yourself? Are you hearing what you're saying? Let me just throw it back at you so you can see it like you're looking in a mirror. You're saying that my wife is calling from the great beyond. You know what we should do? I think we should call Scully and Mulder.
That's funny, but this is not a joke.
No, you got that right. You got that right because my wife, she died in a fiery plane crash that ended in Lake Michigan. It's a bad way to go, but it's over. And no snow globe or phone call from a dead pilot is going to bring her back.
I know that, Jake. I'm just trying to keep an open mind here.
You know, I think your mind has been working overtime. Why don't you go pack up your stuff and Abigail so I can move in here and we can find the living person who was behind those phone calls.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Simple Simon. The diamond-losing, wife-stealing Australian.
It isn't Rambling Rose. The husband-stealing. Yeah, fashion-impaired Jersey tart.
Oh, what's the matter? You don't like my outfit?
No, it seems you can take the con out of the chorus line, but you can't take the chorus line out of the con.
Who's calling the kettle a con? You built to me out of a multi-million-dollar diamond.
You see, you had that diamond in your possession for years, Rose. It's not my fault if you're just too thick to work it out.
At least I didn't lose it.
But unlike my sister, you didn't have to die for it either.
Oh, please. Forgive me if I don't shed a few tears for your little sister. She's trying to blow my brains out.
Listen, Rose, is this conversation over?
What, you don't like my company? Oh, that's right. You prefer the boring version. Where is Lily, by the way? Upgrading you to the presidential suite? Buying you a Jag?
Lily's gone back to her husband, all right? Not that it's any of your business.
Why would she do that?
She seems to think she still loves him.
She sure doesn't act that way. She acts more like she loves you.
Yeah, look, if you don't believe me, Rose, why don't you go ask her yourself? She's gone back to Holden, which means Mr. and Mrs. Snyder are now both unavailable.
Holden? Holden? Holden?
Look, ma'am.
Once upon a time, nature gave you healthy, beautiful skin. And now, it's giving it to you again with Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. Aveeno discovered the moisturizing secret of oatmeal. Ground powder fine, then blended into a lotion to hold moisture in for a full 24 hours. So naturally, dermatologists recommend it. Rediscover the skin nature intended you to have. Aveeno. Discover nature's secret for healthy skin.
Are you nuts? Don't you get it? I'm gonna smell like fresh wildflowers.
Sorry, boys. Only Clorox gives you the new clean scent of fresh wildflowers with the whitening power of Clorox bleach.
Nice try.
Try new fresh wildflowers Clorox bleach.
Ziploc containers. Test number 12. Both of these containers can go into the microwave. One of them doesn't always make it. Ziploc. All you ever wanted in a container. Ziploc containers. Test number 35. Great party leftovers? Send your guests home with the more affordable container. Ziploc. All you ever wanted in a container.
Now, makeup as non-stop as your life. New non-stop makeup from Maybelline. No fading, no melting, no flaws. Maybelline Wear Extenders even stand up to heat and humidity. New non-stop makeup. There's no stopping it.
Facts of Life by Lysol. Fact, cats don't come with brakes. Fact, no other wipe kills germs faster than new Lysol sanitizing wipes. They kill 99.9% of germs in seconds. Life demands Lysol. That's a fact.
One step closer, I am one step closer to heaven.
And now
It's all inside. Let yourself go there, or there, or there. JCPenney.
We make a lot of cereal here.
You know what our favorite is?
Honey Bunches of Oats. We can't keep it to ourselves.
Hey, how about some Honey Bunches of Oats? Wow.
Thanks. I like the honey oat flavor.
Nice.
Gotta feed America.
It's the ultimate rejection.
there is no us. Don't you understand that?
And Thorne hits rock bottom.
No! No! I was a fool!
Now, what happens next
You don't need that, Thorne. You have me.
is everything.
Your hand feels good against my skin.
This week on The Bold and the Beautiful.
You remember the evening of July 25th? 'Cause